Good morning. Welcome to the Crawford County Board of Commissioners meeting for April 12th, 2023. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance with Commissioner Wiederspan.
All right.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Any approval of minutes from the full session on March 22nd? So moved. Second. Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Any approval of minutes from the work session on April 5th?
So moved.
Second. Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Saw.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Any approval of payment of bills in the amount of $4,112,147.40 for the period ending April 11th, 2023. So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye. There was one executive session on April 5th discussing human services and possibility of changing a clerical position to a fiscal tech position. Any public comment? Thank you. Sheriff Powers.
Morning, Commissioner.
Morning, Dave.
Morning, Dave.
I'm here to ask for you to approve the cost to remove and dispose of the old X-ray machine for $3,020 with $887 available from the grant that was to replace it.
I'll make the motion.
Second. Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The courts.
Good morning.
Morning, Heidi.
This morning, we're seeking approval for a one-time shredding pickup from the MDJ Vernon office by Shred It for $227.25.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Saw.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you, Heidi. Crawford County Fair Board, Commissioner Wiederspan on behalf of Mr. Maynard.
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to approve the contract that the Fair Board previously approved at their meeting with Amp Electric for work before and during the fair at their rates posted on the agenda.
Second. Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye. Thank you. Digital Center maintenance.
Morning, guys.
Morning, Tim.
I'm seeking approval on the renewal of the maintenance contract with Schneider Electric for the UPS system in the Judicial Center. It's $5,799 a year. And second thing.
We'll do it
Go
first.
ahead.
We'll do them, yeah, independently. I'll make a motion for the Judicial Center Galaxy UPS.
Okay, I'll second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, the second item is a one-time window cleaning for $1,350 was a quote we got from Better View Window Cleaning, and that is going to take place sometime mid-May. I don't have a final date. 10th, 11th to the 15th, somewhere, whatever they can do and whatever the weather's like.
Okay. I'll make that motion for a one-time, just once in 2023 for the window cleaning at the price that Tim mentioned for the Judicial Center. This is not a two-time in a year, just once.
So I'll second with discussion.
Okay, do some discussion.
So while you're looking for twice a year, Francis, your motion is to do it one time this year.
Yeah, and I believe that's what Tim brought right now, is to do it just once at that
Yeah,
13 something.
$1,350.
So
Last week he did bring twice, but now he's bringing this once for 2023.
when was the last time they were done?
Last
year.
Last year.
I just don't know that they need to be done every year. Okay,
Any other discussion?
No?
Roll call.
Saw.
no.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you, Tim.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Tim.
Assessment.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Morning, Joe.
First item I bring to you is for the replacement of two failing assessor laptops for Dixon and Lynch, and also a 9-year-old computer for Fitzsimmons at the prices listed on the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye.
And the final item would be to approve a $4,500 invoice to be paid to San Martino staff Lopresti for an outstanding appeal before the Court of Common Pleas.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
IT, Tim?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Tim.
Lauren, Tim.
IT is here to request to ratify the purchase of 34 Microsoft Office 2021 standard licenses from CDWG for $10,369.66.
So moved.
Second?
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call?
Saw.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
And last, to approve the purchase of the 2022 server room AC unit support work from Scobell Company totaling $961.65 with mileage added.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Public safety, Mr. Beveridge?
Morning, everyone.
Morning, Greg.
You all look very handsome today.
Well, thank you.
You want money? Is that what you want? Is that what you're asking?
No more than any other day. We'd like to approve the payment of $17,934.53 to the Gildea Group for the work they're performing at the Reesa Road Tower site.
So moved.
Second?
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Thank you. We'd also like to approve the payment of $10,784.88 to the MCM Consulting for completing a hazardous materials commodity flow study in the county. $8,000 of that is covered by a grant, the rest of the other under tier 2 fees.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call?
Saw.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Thank you. Also looking to approve the purchase of some equipment to enhance our alerting capabilities on the IM responding system for MobileCom at a cost of $2,969.
So moved.
Second?
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye.
Approve the payment of $2,200 to LSSE work for work performed at the Sugar Lake Tower site.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
And also to approve the purchase of 3 surveillance cameras for the exterior of the public safety building at a cost of $1,552.20. That'll be performed by MobileCom.
So moved.
Second?
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call?
Saw.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you. I have one more, just one more.
I wanted to cut you out one, so.
I know that the account's getting low, right? We'd like to reimburse the Bloomfield Township Volunteer Fire Department an amount of $1,173.03 for upgrades to one of our owned light towers that's housed at their fire station.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? This is a mobile one that's pulled behind right. Okay. Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye.
Now, thank you, Greg.
Thank you very much.
Planning?
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Zach.
Morning, Zach.
First item this morning, we're asking to approve an invoice from Ashok MTR in the amount of $1,558.75 for engineering services. This is associated with the Ed Meyer Complex in Titusville and is paid for out of the Titusville 2020 CDBG program.
So moved.
Second?
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
We also are asking for approval in invoice number 1 from Stifler McGraw Associates in the amount of $1,155 for engineering services for the church-run flood mitigation plan. This is paid for out of the City of Titusville's 2021 CDBG program.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call?
Saw.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
We're asking for approval to send Samantha Travis to the Rural PA Housing Conference at Seven Springs on May 23rd. This is non-budgeted, but is paid for out of the whole home repair program.
So moved.
Second?
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye.
We're also asking to ratify the approval of a resolution authorizing the creation and appointment of the position for Bob Thompson from the Crawford County Township Association to the steering committee for the Crawford County Comprehensive Plan. The resolution also rectifies a spelling error for Kristen Kerr of the Titusville Redevelopment Authority.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Next, we're asking for approval to pay an invoice from HRG Inc. in the amount of $18,419.25 for engineering services associated with the ARC Power Grant. It's paid for out of the ARC grant.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion?
I do have a question. I believe this is what Stephanie brought up, that the funding is running a little behind on this.
It is running behind. The Commonwealth, as Commissioner Soft and I spoke about, the Commonwealth is trying to execute the contract agreement that was eliminated by mistake. We are about 2 weeks out at this point of them doing that. As soon as that contract is executed, reimbursement will occur.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Next, we're asking for approval of a resolution, or 3 resolutions appointing 3 individuals to fulfill the remaining terms of vacant seats on the Crawford County Planning Commission. Because these are 3 resolutions, he thinks we should do each of them separately, so I'll just do one at a time.
Okay.
The first is appointing Kristen Hauser of Westmead Township. The term would expire December 31st, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
The second is a resolution appointing Stacy Ross of the city of Titusville. Her term would expire December 31st, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
And the final resolution appoints Stephanie Thawer of Venango Township. Her term will expire December 31st, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
The next item, we're asking for approval to purchase a rental database address from Caldwell's List Company, Inc. in the amount of $250. This is for the comprehensive plan project, and it's paid for out of the State Facility Transition Closure Grant Program.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
And the final item this morning, we're asking to approve an invoice from Michael Baker International in the amount of $6,522 for professional services associated with the comprehensive plan project. Again, this is paid for out of the State Facility Transition Closure Grant Program.
Make the motion.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks.
County maintenance.
Goodness. Morning.
Morning, Mark.
Ask and ratify approval to pay invoices and approve change orders from the HVAC project totaling $7,079.75.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Approval to pay Eads Architects for professional services on the window project at the courthouse for $432.46.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Ask and ratify approval of invoices from the treasurer's office remodel totaling $5,518.90.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Ask and approval to install carpet and LVT tiles in the new treasurer's office from Folks Flooring America for $6,500.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Ask approval to install new circuits, wiring, and outlets in the new treasurer's office to Mark Johnson Electric, not to exceed $3,840.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Ask approval to pay Brian Noah, project manager, for professional services from March 1st of '23 to March 31st of '23, $2,565.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Ask approval to pay the invoice to the Eads Group for professional engineering services for the rehab of Creek Road Bridge, County Bridge Number 8, for $6,397.39. This will be paid for with liquid fuels money.
So moved.
Second?
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Ask and ratify approval to issue the notice to award an agreement to Shingle Decker Welding to rehab Creek Road Bridge number 8 for $145,000, also paid for with liquid fuels money.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Ask and ratify approval to pay an invoice for White Land Surveying. This is to provide a survey of the Crawford County Care Center property totaling 7.021 acres for $700.
So moved.
Second?
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Asking for approval to subdivide the 7.021 acres that is occupied by the Crawford County Care Center.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Asking approval to hire Eads Group for engineering service to reroute a water line for the Crawford County Care Center for $7,500.
So moved.
Second?
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Asking approval to hire Clearwater Systems. This is to install water softener in the renewed Life Haven for $12,070.64.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Asking approval to hire Rave Environmental. This is to install a pressure reducing valve in the renewed Life Haven for $2,250.
So moved.
Second?
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Asking approval to hire Rave Environmental to install chemical feeder and filter system on the heating system in the renewed Life Haven for $6,311.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Asking approval to issue a notice of an intent to award to Jordan Specialty Excavating to build a water retention pond at the fairgrounds for $42,995.20.
So moved.
Second?
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
And lastly, asking to ratify approval to pay Mark Johnson Electric to replace a 200 amp breaker style disconnect at the fairgrounds for $885.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Human Services.
Morning, Sue.
Morning, Sue.
Seeking approval of 34 transportation agreements between local school districts and CYS for foster care children enrolled in the school district.
So moved.
Second?
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Seeking approval of the purchase requisition for Family Links to provide emotional intelligence training. The training is scheduled for a half day on June 14th. The total cost of the training is $600. The cost of the county is $136.62. This is a budgeted item.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Seeking approval of the purchase requisition for food requests for various human services meetings. The total cost would not exceed $3,450. The cost to the county would not exceed $335.64. This is a budgeted item.
So moved.
Second?
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Requesting approval to send 3 human services vehicles to auction. All 3 vehicles will not pass inspection without significant work and cost.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Seeking approval of the license agreement with the University of Pittsburgh at Titusville for rental of their facilities to hold our first CIT training from October 9th to October 13th. The total cost of the rental is $350. There is no cost to the county. The total will be paid through our crisis grant funds.
So moved.
Second?
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Seeking approval of the fiscal year 22-23 CYSJP contract with Courage Within for diagnostic, individual, family, and group therapy services and attendance at team and permanency meetings.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye.
And finally, I'm requesting approval of the C2 amendment to the fiscal year 22-23 MHIDEI contract with Family Services of Northwest Pennsylvania. And the increase is needed to cover the remainder of the fiscal year. The cost of the county for the additional $9,600 of funding is $512.53.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye.
Weider.
Yes.
Thank you, Sue.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sue.
Finance.
Good morning.
Good morning, Stephanie.
Morning, Stephanie.
For your approval, I have invoices totaling $827,578.79. These were detailed at last week's work session.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Saw.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Human Resources.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Brittany.
Morning, Brittany.
I'm requesting to ratify the payment of the Campbell Durant Beatty invoice number 74605 in the amount of $10,428.97 for special labor counsel.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye.
And next, I'm requesting to approve the amendment to the hosting services agreement with Pension Technology Group, Inc.
So moved. No, sorry.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Thank you.
Commissioners?
This is to approve an easement and right-of-way agreement with Penelec and Mid-Atlantic Interstate Transmission. This is for a transmission line that the Penelec is replacing through a large stretch of western Pennsylvania, part of which goes through the county forest, and this is the right-of-way for the portion that goes through the county forest.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Saw.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Thank you.
The list of new hires and transfers in your back.
Make a motion to approve the request of new hires and employee transfers as detailed in my packet today.
I'll second that.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Saw.
Aye.
Okay, the upcoming events, the next work session will be April 19th, the next full session will be April 26th. Commissioner comments, Commissioner Weiderspan.
Well, I'd just like to thank everyone that's decided to run for office this year for various offices throughout the county and the local municipalities, and I wish them all the best. And, just ask everyone to do their due diligence, and you'll have two opportunities this week to see where the commissioner candidates stand that are running for this year. So use those opportunities to make your decision to vote for the candidate of your choice.
Commissioner Saw.
Thank you. A couple other election-related comments. I think everyone's aware that the election board had petitioned the Court of Common Pleas to make certain precinct consolidations in the cities of Meadville and Titusville. We had our hearing on March the 28th. The court acted favorably and approved our consolidation plan, which will take effect for the general election in the fall, so for the November 7th general election. And as part of that consolidation, we are in desperate need of 4 positions: a judge of elections and a minority inspector in Meadville 2-2, a majority inspector in Titusville 1, and a judge of elections in Titusville 2. So I'd ask if anyone is interested in any of those positions to please contact our Voter Services Office as soon as possible. And again, this is for the general election in 2023. One caveat: you must live in those respective precincts in order to be appointed for those positions just for the general election. So please consider working on November 7th. Again, if you live in Meadville 2-2, Titusville 1, or Titusville 2. And as a reminder, the consolidated precincts will not take effect until November. So for the May 16th primary, your voting location will be the same place where it has been for the prior several elections. And incidentally, we're also in need of probably about 20 poll workers for the May 16th primary. So again, if you're interested, please contact Voter Services. The county needs your help. To date, we have received about 3,500 mail-in and absentee ballot applications for the May primary. think we've sent out about 2,800 of those. The remaining ones should go out in the mail either later today or tomorrow morning. For those who have requested them, you should see them in your mailboxes soon. And we've mentioned this before, but it's worth repeating. The county only sends you a mail-in or absentee ballot if you request one. And those ballot applications must be received no later than Tuesday, May the 9th. If you have applied for and received your mail-in or absentee ballot, the county must receive that ballot back in our hands no later than 8 p.m. on election day. And we remind voters that election law requires that only a voter can submit their own ballot to us. You can't bring in a bunch of ballots for your family, your friends, your neighbors. We can only accept your ballot. So if you have any questions, please check the county website or again, contact Voter Services at 333-7307. Thank you.
Thank you. This is National Telecommunicators Week. We appreciate our 911 dispatchers we have. I will just give you an example. There was 2 wind events, the 2 largest wind events in the history of Crawford County. In the first weekend, they averaged an 8-hour period, 2 calls per minute for 8 straight hours. Over almost 1,000 calls that they handled with wires, trees down. There was some car wrecks in there and some oxygen-related issues. So we certainly appreciate the telecommunicators we have. And I've worked in EMS in my entire life and have been part of other counties, and I believe that we certainly have some of the best. So wish them well this week for National Telecommunicators Week. Anything else at all for the board? A entertaining motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you.